What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back and we're diving back to my Elden Ring. And today I want to talk about the state of the game, what's happening, what do we want for the future. Yeah, a couple days ago on Instagram, Bandai Namco put out a survey and they said, hey, we want to continue to make the game as good as it can be. So comment below your feedback, your thoughts, and all the things you feel about the game. And I took upon myself to I did the survey, but also I thought it'd be a good topic to talk about the game and the current state is in, because a lot of people I was on Reddit and a lot of people were saying this game is amazing up until you beat all the bosses or the first 60 hours. After that, the game has zero replayability. And I think it's interesting to take, because when I say replayability, it means like different things you can do, different way you can test things out. And I truly think what the opportunity with this game is so far is the lack of customization compared to other roguelikes and power progression. Because a lot of people that play the game, it's meant to play multiplayer. Oh, that's cool. Meant to play multiplayer. You can play solo. They made some changes so that solo players can essentially have a better experience. But with that being said, the game has been difficult for a lot of people. I think one thing that truly makes this game difficult is not necessarily the game, but the requirements. So essentially, it's the time allocation needed in order for you to go fight a boss again. Like all the Nightlords, they're good, they're fun. You could tell they were made with the intention of being fought in a group. But the opportunity is, if you die against a Nightlord, the punishment is severe. And that's where a lot of people are getting frustrated, because you got to do a whole 35-minute run, the 40-minute run to get back to the boss. And that's where it's like, man, if I want to play the game, like, do I have the time commitment right now at the moment to really get in there and knock the game out? Sometimes no. A lot of times people play games to do a quick pickup match, and Monster Hunter fight a monster. Call of Duty, do a couple rounds. That's like 15-20 minutes. You call it a day. A 35-minute commitment where you can't walk away is where a lot of people are getting stuck. So I feel like that is the true opportunity with this game right now. It's super fun. I'm loving it. But at the same time, yes, it is challenging in the sense of how much time is necessary needed. I want to kind of dive deeper into this whole like power progression thing. I feel there needs to be a little more customization in terms of what we can do with our character. We need more permanent solutions to how we can build our character. So that kind of takes me into the current Relic situation. The Relic situation is there to help you build your character up. But the problem is you do a hunt, you're in there for, let's say, 35 minutes, and at the end of it, you only get like 5 rewards. And honestly, most of the time, most of the things you find are like not even good. So it's like, oh man, you did all that work, and what you got hasn't been good. And that's why some people have resorted to modding their game. If you look online, majority of builds you find all day, literally like the same day the game was announced, there was already a relic editor for people to go in there and customize the relics they want, instead of having to go through the multiple countless rounds of 35 minutes to get an opportunity to get some better relic. Because ultimately, in these kind of games, what breaks people's brain is the fact that you want some power progression. You want to feel like you're getting stronger. In this kind of game, it's random, the gear, the weapons and stuff you can pick up, which I'm cool with. I think where it's a little bit harder is like they're going to be announcing enhanced Nightlords, essentially tempered monsters, right? Which I'm all for it. But now it's like, whoa, if I'm going to be going against Nightlords that are going crazy, how am I going to fight against them with the same powers I currently have? We need some more. We need some more. So I'm hoping that they kind of bring out like a permanent system that we can utilize instead of what we currently have going on. I would like to see some kind of permanent solution where it give us more ways to upgrade our character, more ways for us to be stronger. that we have to resort to like mods or stuff of that nature. What I would like to see, I think it'd be a cool idea if they gave us the option to upgrade our current relics. So relics in the game, some of them you find, and for example, you find them like this, like the slot 1, right? Slot 1 has only 1 skill on it. It'd be cool if we got the option to upgrade it, add a skill, or re-roll a skill. That would be really cool. It'll give us a sense of something to grind for. Say you find a relic that has a cool 1 skill on it, you want to try your luck on something else to get the perfect set. I don't mind going round for round if I can get some cool build going on by re-rolling my relics, which will help me feel like a little more power progression when I'm playing the game. So I'm hoping they do something like that, which I think will be really, really cool. That's my current wish for the game. I wish they did something like that. Also, another cool feature would be like I saw this online, like a surrender feature. So say like you don't have time to do the whole run, right? But you don't want to miss out on your rewards. So like, what if they gave us the opportunity for us to better improve, to leave the match where we currently are and still get some kind of rewards? Because ultimately I want to be rewarded for my efforts. I just didn't have time to actually finish the whole run in that one go. Which takes me to my next point, which is just rewards in general. I feel they're far too few. We don't get enough. I feel we don't get enough rewards for the investment, which would also lead people back to using mods again. And I wish that they would do something like, I don't know, double them. If they doubled the amount of rewards we got per run, I feel that would be sufficient. I feel that'd be good because you feel like, oh man, you have more opportunities, because most of the ones you get are mad, but it gives you a little bit more opportunity to really get in there and get some cool things to customize your character. And I know it's a balance. It's a balance because if you give too much, it might go crazy and break the game, but that's what makes it fun. If that's the case, just continue to add like super strong monsters or bosses that we can like test our builds on. So I think that's what they can do to kind of offset how people might feel if we got a little too strong. I'll just take the trade all day. This one's actually better than the one I got, because this one gave us HP on. Another thing I would like to see improve, like just fine tune. I feel like sometimes the movement, the parkouring is a little clunky. So just sometimes you get stuck on a rock, it doesn't really move as well. A little stiff. I wish they would have kind of like smoothed that out a little bit. Also too, sometimes my character just stops running in general when I'm trying to continue sprinting. So small things like that I feel like can be better improved and just optimized as the game kind of continues to live on. Targeting, I think the autofocus is like clunky as hell. Sometimes it doesn't focus on the right one. It focuses on a completely different monster I'm trying to focus on that's way further out than the one right next to me. I feel like the algorithm on that has to be fine-tuned a little bit, because it is a little clunky at the moment. A cool feature I feel like will make the game better again as well is, say you're like squadding with a good team and you want to keep on playing with them. I wish there was an option that says like, hey, let's fight again, play again with the same team, and that way you guys can just keep on mobbing through as long as they're willing to play. Because sometimes it's hard to find good people. When you find really, really good ones, you're like, oh man, you want to hold on to them. I think a one that everyone knows is, yes, crossplay, voice chat. Those things should be added into the game as well, naturally. But also I think like when you're reviving somebody, I kind of think it's super annoying that the gauge actually goes back down again if you like take too long. So they have like 3 levels of when you can revive them. And if you take too long on the first one, it kind of resets, which I think is kind of silly. I wish that that wasn't the case. And it didn't do that. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are just some of my thoughts that I would like for them to implement to make the game even better. But I'm curious to see what they do. They seem hype. They sold a lot of copies, so they have a lot of funds to put towards this game to make it something that keeps on living. I feel this has the potential to be a very, very massive hit from Software in terms of a genre they haven't reached into. As they're keep on working on their games in the background, they can keep on adding content to this and kind of keep everyone happy. I think a couple of changes to like optimization, a couple of changes to the way the game works, the builds, and more monsters, more classes, more skins will just make the game even juicier. If you're new, make sure you guys subscribe. Till next time, dear gamer, signing out. Nice. Oh, good. Almost missed it. Oh, we didn't stop him there. Yeah, man. Come on. Oh. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful.